Morning comes to broken ground where memories refuse to sleep. Footsteps echo through the dust of promises we couldn't keep. Temples hum with ancient prayers carried by the morning rain. Every stone remembers loss, every heart remembers pain. Rice fields whisper names of ghosts, the ones who never made it home. Smiles are worn like borrowed clothes, so sorrow won't be shown. The land is tired, the people too, but still the sun will rise over wounds that never heal, behind unblinking eyes. We've learned to cry without a sound, to bow our heads and still move on. When hope feels thin as candle smoke, we stand though strength feels gone. Cambodian pain unbroken, we stand with empty hands and wounded souls. We bury tears beneath the sand and walk the road we didn't choose. Cambodian pain, unspoken cries, still beating deep in every heart. We bend, we break, but we don't fall. Cambodian pain, unbroken we stand. Soldier stares into the dusk where borders blur with fear. He carries more than just a gun, he carries all we hold dear. A mother's prayer inside his chest, a child's laugh he can't forget. He marches not for hatred's call, but peace we haven't met. The uniform hides shaking hands, the silence hides the screams. At night he dreams of simple days and wakes to shattered dreams. He doesn't ask the world to cheer or carve his name in stone. He only asks when this is done, please let us all go home. Taking pain is planted like a seed. Cambodian pain, unbroken we stand through storm and shadow, dust and flame. We hold this land with bleeding palms, so children won't learn war by name. Cambodian pain, ancient and deep, runs through the roots beneath our feet. Again, Cambodian pain, unbroken we stand. There's a silence after gunfire fades that hurts more than the sound. It's where the missing voices live, never to be found. Photographs turn yellow now, but grief stays sharp and new. Time moves on, but pain remains like scars always in view. We teach our kids to love this land and pray they never learn how easy hate We teach them strength without a fist, courage without a blade. So someday songs replace the drums that soldiers once obeyed. If the world could feel one tear from every life we lost, they'd understand that peace is not a slogan, it's a cost. If freedom ever calls our name, let it whisper, not command. And remember those who stood for a wounded land. Cambodian pain, quiet and wide, like rivers holding grief. We kneel beside the fallen souls and promise not to leave. Cambodian pain, still we breathe, still we hope, though hope is thin. Even when our hearts are torn, we choose to stand again. Cambodian pain, unbroken we stand, not because we do not ache, but because love is stronger still than every life war takes. Cambodian pain, hear this vow from fields to towns, from old to young. We will not pass this grief as hate. We stand so peace may come. When the last drum fades to dust and guns become a tale, may this land finally rest and sorrow finally fail. Until that day we carry on, hand in hand, heart to heart. Cambodian pains in our past, but we stand unbroken, apart from war. The morning wakes with a fragile light on streets that learn to sleep through cries. Children laugh where echoes stayed from nights that never said goodbye. Flags are still, the wind holds breath, as if afraid to speak the truth. Behind each calm, behind each smile, there's a cost we never view. Boots are worn, the road is long, letters folded, faded ink. Names are carved inside the heart of those who don't have time to think. They march not for the love of war, but for the hope it someday ends. They carry peace on tired backs and fear they never get to send. If you listen close to silence, you can hear them call our names. Not for glory, not for honor, just to keep the children safe. Smiling nations, beating soldier hearts, holding the line while the world feels calm. We sleep in peace, they stay in scars, so dawn can rise without alarm. Smiling nations, dry-eyed homes, while tears fall where the brave must stand. Every smile is borrowed hope from beating soldier hearts. A mother lights a candle low for a son she hasn't seen. She smiles wide for neighbors' sake, but cries in spaces in between. A lover keeps the radio on, hoping static brings a sign that voice she loves is still alive, somewhere frozen deep in time. Metals shine but weigh like stone when laid upon a shaken chest. They don't show the sleepless nights or prayers whisper with regret. They don't show the dreams that end or faces lost along the way. They only show a polished lie, that bravery don't feel the pain. If you read between the headlines past the battlefield at sunset glows like it almost knows regret. The sky is red, the ground is cold with promises we never kept. They dream of home in fragments now, a table set, a familiar song. But dreams are light and easily torn when nights are dark and days are long. They learn to smile through discipline, to hide the shaking in their hands, because fear is not allowed when you're sworn to make a stand. They hold each other when they fall. No cameras, no applause, just whispered prayers and foreign dust for a world that breaks its laws. If peace had a human face, it would look like someone young, with eyes too old for their own age, and a heart still trying to love. If freedom ever speaks our names, let it speak them soft and slow. And remember who stood bleeding, so the rest could never know. Smiling nations, beating soldier hearts, still believing after all that someday guns will turn to dust and walls will finally fall. Smiling nations, don't forget the ones who paid the price. Every smile you wear today was bought with someone's life. Smiling nations, beating soldier hearts, marching through the weight of pain. They don't ask us for our praise, just swear we won't repeat the same. Smiling nations, promise this when the last tear hits the ground. We'll choose compassion over pride and never let war wear a crown. When the drums grow quiet someday and the world learns how to heal, may we lay them down in honor and finally let them feel that the peace they died protecting didn't fade, didn't fall apart. And smiling nations living on through beating soldier before it breathes. Shadows cling to silent streets. Uniforms hang heavy on the door, like questions asked 1,000 times before. Hands are steady, voices calm, smiles prepared like a quiet song. No one speaks the words they fear, they just stand close, pretending near. Eyes look strong, but hearts already know. Some goodbyes are slow and slow. For every step they take away, a piece of home decides to stay. We smile like love is something strong, enough to carry them all along. We smile so they won't turn around. We smile to keep our feet on the ground. We smile so courage won't feel small, standing tall before the fall. For every soldier's heart, a smile as soft and brave. When the world feels rough, we smile through fear we cannot show, so they don't have to walk alone. Every smile is a promise made, even when our hope starts to fade. Oh, remember the truth behind the trust. For every soldier's heart, a smile us. A child waves with an open hand, believing smiles will help them land. A mother nods and says she's fine, breaking quietly, one breath at a time. Cameras flash, the crowd appears, clapping loud to cover tears. But when the engines fade from sound, only silence gathers round. Rooms feel empty, clocks feel loud, smiles fall off when no one's around. At night, the truth walks through the door and has lost what smiling was for. We smile for strength we don't yet feel. We smile so pain won't look too real. We smile to keep the moment kind, freezing time inside our mind. For every soldier's heart, a smile has borrowed light in the dark and dust. We smile for peace we've never seen, for safe returns we still believe. Every grin hides a whispered prayer. Every smile says, please take care. Oh, remember the truth behind the trust. For every soldier's heart, a smile has. Far away, under foreign skies, armor weighs on tired eyes. They joke around, pretend they're fine, borrowing laughter to steal some time. Photographs bend in pockets deep, promises they still try to keep. They send smiles home through broken lines, writing okay between the signs. But night remembers what day forgets, the shaking hands, the quiet regrets. When helmets rest and silence grows, even brave hearts tremble slow. If silence could soften the sound of fire, no soul would ever tire. If smiling could bring them safely home, no heart would wait alone. But smiles are human, thin and true. They break, they bend, they carry through. They stand like candles in the rain, small defenses against the pain. For every soldier's heart, a smile has gentle strength when hope feels lost. We smile so fear won't cross the line. We smile to say, you're still mine. Every grin ends love held tight, fighting quietly through the night. Oh, remember the truth behind the trust. For every soldier's heart, a smile us. Time moves on but not the same. Some return carrying hidden pain, crowded streets, familiar doors, but war still lives behind their eyes. We smile wide when they arrive, like love alone can make things right. But some wounds stay where smiles can't reach, some memories never leave. Still we smile when they pass by, still we wave, still we try. Not because the pain is gone, but because love must carry on. For every soldier's heart, a smile that's not born of joy, but built from trust. They gave their youth, their nights, their years. We give our smiles, we give our tears. If peace is paid by sacrifice, let these smiles be counted twice. Oh, honor the cost, the love, the trust. For every soldier's heart, a smile us. Oh, when you see a smile too calm, too still, know it's standing against its will. Behind that smile, fragile and true, is a heart reaching out to you. For every soldier stand apart, there is a smile given from the heart.